Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on because we get into real conversations over here. Now before we get started, quick disclaimer. This video is for commentary and informational purposes only. Everything discussed is based on publicly available reports, court records, and statements made by the individuals involved. This is not legal advice, and all parties mentioned are presumed innocent unless proven otherwise in a court of law. Alright, today we're talking about something much more serious than internet drama. T.S. Madison is currently involved in an active legal matter after being granted a temporary protective order in Georgia against an individual known online as the DL Whisperer. And this situation reportedly involves allegations of stalking, threats of violence, and documented livestream evidence. We're also going to talk about how this intersects with Madison's long history in digital media, from her fallout over the Queen's Court, to her ongoing public tensions with Tasha K., and how all of that shapes the way this current situation is being discussed online. This isn't just gossip. This is where internet culture, real-world safety, and legal consequences collide. So let's get into it. Right now, the center of the conversation around T.S. Madison isn't an internet spat. It's a real court case. In February 2026, a judge in Gilmer County, Georgia granted Madison a temporary protective order, or TPO, against Naquan Palmer, known online as the DL Whisperer, following what she described as weeks, and ultimately months, of escalating online harassment that she says crossed the line into physical stalking and threats. According to court filings and public statements, the legal action intensified after Palmer allegedly live-streamed himself driving to Madison's Georgia home on January 23, 2026, shouting threats of violence. Among the statements Madison documented were alleged threats to beat her until she had an aneurysm, and comments expressing a desire to watch her take her last breath. That livestream, along with months of screenshots, timestamps, and recorded online interactions, became central evidence in securing the TPO that was granted on February 3, 2026. Madison has publicly stated she is pursuing criminal charges, specifically seeking an arrest warrant on allegations of stalking and terroristic threats and acts. A follow-up hearing to determine whether long-term protection will be granted is scheduled for March 2026. What makes this situation particularly serious is Madison's framing of it. She has emphasized that this is not just about her personal safety, but about what she describes as a broader pattern of targeted hostility toward Black trans women. Third-party statements, including from activist Dominique Morgan, who also reportedly obtained a protection order, have been cited to contextualize what Madison characterizes as rhetoric escalating beyond commentary into danger. And here's where the layers start to stack. For years, Madison has operated inside a media ecosystem built around court branding. Her original viral series, The Queen's Court, dissolved after a highly public professional fallout with rapper Kaya, particularly following controversial remarks made during a 2018 interview involving Monique. After that split, Madison strategically trademarked Queen's Court, later explaining that if someone is going to attack the gays, they should at least button up their business. She retained ownership of the intellectual property and rebranded the platform into the Queen's Supreme Court, maintaining the courtroom motif while differentiating the brand. The show now features rotating celebrity guest judges, and Madison has also appeared as a celebrity juror on Ms. Pat Settles It, reinforcing the irony that her public persona is deeply intertwined with performance courtrooms, yet she now finds herself navigating a very real legal system. At the same time, her long-running digital feud with Tasha K. continues in the background. That rivalry, rooted in claims about the fallout of the Queen's Court, and years of online sparring, has included accusations of transphobia, public rants, and livestream rebuttals stretching into 2026. While that feud exists in commentary culture, not legal filings, it shapes how audiences interpret any new conflict surrounding her. Overlaying all of that are broader debates about Madison's confrontational style with other Black women in media, including past exchanges with Jess Hilarious and the business fallout with Kaya. Madison maintains that she checks everybody equally, framing her criticisms as behavior-based rather than identity-based. Supporters see her as fiercely protective of her community. Critics sometimes view the delivery as combative. Both narratives coexist, but this current situation is different. This is not digital shade. This is not a live stream argument. This is an active legal matter involving documented threats, a granted temporary protective order, and stated intent to pursue criminal prosecution. For someone whose brand has long revolved around holding court in the digital space, the shift from performance gavel to actual legal protection marks a significant moment, Not just in her career narrative, but in how online conflict can escalate into real-world consequences. And in 2026, the livestream isn't just content. Sometimes, it's evidence. That's the tea, baby. This isn't just online drama. This is real legal action, with receipts, a temporary protective order, and potential criminal charges. T.S. Madison isn't playing games, and anyone thinking harassment is funny? Watch your back. If you made it this far, thanks for sticking around. Like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss when the receipts hit the court. Stay woke, stay safe, and remember, the internet receipts don't lie.